Mr. Roy of Texas.
Gentleman is recognized.
I thank the Speaker, and I thank the gentleman from Wisconsin. I thank his committee for their great leadership in moving this bill through the floor, and I thank the Speaker for his great work in leading this important piece of legislation, the SAVE Act, which is critical to ensure that only American citizens will vote in American elections. It is really that simple. But our Democratic colleagues and the President of the United States, they're giving up the game. They're telling the American people very plainly and clearly it is their preference that non-citizens vote in American elections. That is their current position. The fact of the matter is this administration and our colleagues on the other side of the aisle have been damaging and breaking American sovereignty for the entirety of this administration and before. They are destroying our borders. They are allowing people to flood into our country. Millions of people being released into the United States. Americans that are getting killed. We're seeing abuse of Americans throughout the country. And now all we simply want to do is ensure the integrity of American elections. And what we see is absolute resistance and lies from our colleagues on the other side of the aisle. They want to go do the normal scare tactics, that we're going to be disenfranchising voters, when in fact we're following the same procedures that we've got in place in states all across the country in requiring documentary proof that you're a citizen. That's very simple. We do it on many different fronts. And in this case, you can provide a passport, you can provide documentation that has military IDs that has your citizenship on it, real ID. You can go with your driver's license, you can produce your birth certificate. But importantly, we have procedures in place that allow for states to come up with ways to check federal databases or to provide other mechanisms and means, provided that the state officials then sign an affidavit saying this is in fact a citizen. The reality is there is going to be no disenfranchisement. The truth is our colleagues on the other side of the aisle do not want us to actually check citizenship. I find it pretty amazing that the gentleman from New York is trying to make a case out of the stealing of elections when it is he who currently wants to be able to say right now that the current president should not be the nominee of a party that was just nominated that president. I yield back.
I reserve.
Gentleman